Okay guys, today we will continue with our types of function. Today is function by its domain and codomain. The first is surjective function. A function is surjective if for every element y in the codomain there is at least one element x in the domain. In other words, in each codomain must pairs up with at least one domain. Okay, so each codomain must pair up with at least one. It can be two and it can be three or more. First, this one is surjective, the left one, and the right one is not surjective. The left one called surjective because each of the codomain 3, 4, and 5 pairs up with one or more domain. All of the codomain pairs up with domain. But for this one, the 5 is not pairs up with the domain, so we cannot say it is surjective. So we call it not surjective. Next, injective function. An injective function, or it is called also one-to-one function, is a function that maps distinct elements to its domain to distinct elements of its codomain. In other words, every element of the function's codomain is the image of at most one element of its domain. Jadi at most one itu artinya paling banyak satu, cuman boleh paling banyak satu, nggak boleh kayak tadi ada 2, 3 boleh, kalau sekarang nggak boleh. Okay, take a look at this. For the left one, 1 pairs up with 6, 2 pairs up with 3, 3, 5, 4, 4, all pairs up one by one, at most one, nggak ada yang 2, jadi dia disebutnya injective. How about this one? Take a look at the 3 pairs up with 1, 3 pairs up with 2, so 3 pairs up with more than one, we cannot say it as injective function. Okay, next is bijective function. A bijective function is a function between the elements of two sets where each element of one set is paired with exactly one element of the other set, and each element of the other set is paired with exactly one element of the first set. So bijective function is also known as one-to-one correspondence, or in bahasa it is called korespondensi satu-satu. So this is bijective and this is not bijective. Take a look at the difference. 1 pairs up with 6, 2 pairs up with 3, 3 pairs up with 5, 4 pairs up with 4. There are no domain that are not pairing up. There are no codomain that are not paired up. So all of the domain and all of the codomain is paired up exactly one. So we call it bijective. For this one, we cannot call it bijective because the 3 pairs up with 1, the 3 pairs up with 2. There are 2 domain pairs up with one codomain. We cannot say it bijective. Okay, next is the type of function by its characteristic. The first one is linear function. Linear function, the standard form is y equals to ms plus c, and then the graph will be like this. For the y equals to ms plus c, the graph will be diagonally go to top right, or maybe diagonally go to top left. For each of these function, the function by its characteristic, I will teach you how to find the domain and range. For this one, the domain will be XER. What is the meaning of XER? R stands for real numbers. It means all of the numbers is the element of X. So all of the X numbers, all of the values of X is covered by the graph, by the line. What about the range? Take a look at this. Range equals to YER also, because all values of y can be covered by the line. This line will be continually to go to top and continually go down, so we can say all numbers is covered up by the line, so we can say range equals to YER. Next, the second type of linear function is the vertical line. For vertical line, the domain will be only x equals to a, and the range will be YER. And the third type is horizontal line. For this one, the domain is XER, but the range is y equals to b. Next, the formula that you already learned. The first one is this, the second one is this, and the third one is this one. Yeah, you have to remember it because you will use this on many subjects. Next, this time we will not talking about the linear function because you already learned that. We will learn quadratic function more deeply. Yeah. First, before we continue to quadratic function, I want to recall our factorization and quadratic formula. Find the solution of quadratic function 2x squared negative 9x plus 4. The solution is also called roots. Yeah. So with factorization, we can factorize it like this. There are many methods for factorization. Yeah, you can use which one that you like. For me, I prefer use this one. It is called direct factorization. Yeah, 2x times x, and then 4 means 4 times 1, and then to be negative 9, I have to put negative and negative right there. So for this one, I will have 2x minus 1 equals to 0. For this one, I will have x minus 4 equals to 0. So the first x, I will get x equals to half. The second, I will have x equals to 4. Okay, this is the roots of the quadratic equation, yeah, or we call it the solutions. Next, quadratic formula. 2x squared negative 9x plus 4. Quadratic formula can be used to find the roots also, but we have to provide the a, b, and c. The formula is x1, 2 equals to negative b. Negative b means negative 9 plus minus square root of b squared negative 9 squared negative 4 times a is 2, and then c is 4 over 2 times a is 2. Okay, then calculate it. It will be 9 plus minus square root of 81 minus 32, 49 over 4. And then square root of 49 will be 7. 9 plus minus 7 over 4. And then we have to separate them into 2. We will get x1 equals to 9 plus 7 over 4. And then x2 equals to 9 minus 7 over 4. This one will be 16 over 4 equals to 4. This one will be 2 over 4 equals to half. See, the result is the same. Yeah, so you can choose either factorization or quadratic formula to find the roots of quadratic equation. Okay, now we go to the topic. So the standard form of quadratic function is y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, or maybe some books call it write it like fx equals to ax squared plus bx plus c is the same. Yeah. The graph for quadratic function is like this. Yeah, this is the first type. It's open up. Open up means the graph will be like this, and the minimum points, and also we have the minimum points. Yeah. If the graph is open up, then we have minimum points. The curve called a parabola. Next, the second type will be like this. The shape is open down. If the graph is open down, we have the maximum points. Yeah, minimum points and maximum points. We call it xp and yp. How about the domain and range? The domain for this one. Okay, the natural domain will be D equals to XER. Because there are arrow sign right here, it means the graph can go to the left continually and go to the right continually. So we can say all numbers of x, all values of x can be covered by the graph. So we can say XER. But for the range, take a look at this. There are arrow sign also. Yeah, the arrow goes to the top. Yeah, it will go up continually, but for the minimum points, yeah, the graph cannot go below the minimum points. So ini yang paling rendah harus sebagai batasnya, ya. So we can say y greater than or equal to yp because the y cannot go below yp. Yeah. Next, for this one is also domain equals to xer. because it go left continually, go right continually, so we can say XER. But for the range, it has maximum points YP, the maximum value is YP, so we can say Y less than or equal to YP, yeah, for this one. Okay, so the conclusion is if it open up, the range will be Y greater than. If it is open down, the Y will be less than. Yeah, next. How to draw a quadratic function? There are several steps that you have to follow to draw a quadratic function. Yeah, so your drawing will be more neat. First, find the y-intercept. The curve will intercept the y-axis when x equals to 0, so you have to substitute x equals to 0. Find the x-intercept. The curve will intercept x-axis when y equals to 0, so you have to substitute y equals to 0. Later, you will have to use factorize or quadratic formula to solve the value of x. Next, number 3, find the axis of symmetry. I will explain it to you what is axis of symmetry later when we draw the curve. For this moment, you only have to know the formula x equals to negative b over 2a. This should be number 4, yeah, not number 3. Number 4, find the turning points. Turning point xp yp, yeah, this one, minimum points, maximum points. So there are several words to determine this. There are turning points, extreme points, minimum points, maximum points. It's all the same. The formula is like this: negative b over 2a, comma b square minus 4ac over negative 4a. Okay, and then number 5, create a table for x and y. Choose some values of x and y. And then number 6, plot the points and join them using smooth curve. Okay, and these steps also tells you how to find y-intercept, x-intercept, axis of symmetry, and turning point. So later, if you ask for x-intercept, you can solve the questions by using step number 2. If you are asked for axis of symmetry, you can solve the questions by using steps number 3, and so on. Okay. Example 1. Draw y equals to 2x squared minus 9x plus 4 and determine the domain and range. First, we have to draw it, right? So we have to follow these steps. The first one is y-intercept. Y-intercept means x equals to 0. So I have to put x into 0. Y equals to 2x squared minus 9x plus 4. And then I put 0 into the x, 2 times 0 square minus 9 times 0, and then plus 4. I will get y equals to 4. From the first step, I will get 1 point or 1 coordinates, which is 0, 4. The second step, x-intercept. For the x-intercept, it's the opposite of the y-intercept. Y equals to 0, so I have to put y into 0 later. 2x squared minus 9x plus 4, and then put the 0. 0 equals to 2x squared negative 9x plus 4. As you can see, now the function become equation. Yeah, equals to 0 means equation, so you have to factorize it. Factorize it into 2x and then x and then 4 and then 1 and then minus and then minus. You will get the value of x, right? For the first one, you will get x equals to half. For the second one, you will get x equals to 4. And then for these steps, you will have 2 points. The first one is half, 0, and the second one will be 4, 0. So until now, we already have 3 points to plot, yeah. And then the third will be axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. The formula is x equals to negative b over 2a. So we have to prepare the a, b, and c. Yeah. The question is y equals to 2x squared minus 9x plus 4. This one is the a, this one is b, and this one is c. And then we calculate the axis of symmetry. X equals to negative b, negative 9 over 2 times 2. So the result will be 9 over 4 in decimals it will be 2.25, yeah. So x equals to 2.25. 2.25. You can use fractions or you can use decimals either. Next, number 4, yeah, turning points. Okay, so turning points, the formula is negative b over 2a, comma, b square minus 4ac over negative 4a, ya. We already calculate the negative b over 2a in the axis of symmetry, so we can copy it. The result is 2.25, comma, the b square not yet, so the question is y equals to 2x square minus 9x plus 4, ya, tadi, ya. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, so this is a, and this is b, and this is c. And then you have to put into b square minus 4ac over negative 4a, ya. Jadinya 81 negative 9 square, 81 minus 4 times 2 times 4 over negative 4 times 2, ya. The result will be 49 over negative 8. If I convert it into decimals, it will be negative 6.1, ya, 6.1 something lah. Okay, so the turning point will be negative 6.1 something. Okay, so we already got the turning point, or minimum point, or maximum point, or extreme point is the same. And then step 5, take a look at number 5. Create a table for x and y, yeah. So you have to create the table. The table will be like this. So the table will like this, yeah. I choose negative 4 until 5 for the values of x. You can choose more of them. The more you choose, the more accurately your drawings will be. Okay, so for this one I have to calculate the values of y. How to calculate it? Of course, input the x to the questions, yeah. The question is y equals to 2x square minus 9x plus 4. So I choose when x equals to 1, the y will be y equals to 2 times 1 square negative 9 times 1 and then plus 4. The result will be negative 7 plus 4 negative 3, ya. So this one will be negative 3. And then you do the same way for the rest values of x. And the result will be like this. Okay, that is the answers for y, yeah. I have 72, 49, 30, 15, 1, negative 6, and so on. Because we have to draw it, it will be hard to draw 72 because it's too large, yeah. So I can eliminate this one, and then I can eliminate this one, maybe this one also, and 15 still okay lah, yeah. Okay, and then next, the 6, you have to plot all of the points you have. Okay. Okay guys, so far we already have these points, yeah. The first one is turning point. I want to put the turning point first. 2,25 negative 6,1. 2,25 negative 6,1 is around here. Okay, and then the second one is x-intercept. X-intercept we have half, 0. Half, 0 is right here, and then 4,0 is right here, and then 0,4 for the y-intercept. Y-intercept is 0,4, 1, 2, 3, 4, oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And then we have the table, yeah, the table, negative 1,15, negative 1,15, and then 0,1. Wait a minute, 0,1 should be 0,4. Wait, oh yeah, wrong copy, sorry. 0,4. Oke, 0,4 berarti udah tadi ya. So much to do. Okay, 0,4 already, and then 1, negative 3 right here, and then 2, negative 6, 2, negative 6, and then 3, negative 5, 4,0, 5,9. Okay, all set. Now we only have to connect it like that, and then turning points, yeah. You have to turn in turning points, and then that. Okay, because the graph is continue, so we have to put arrow on the edge of the curve. Okay, so this is the graph. Okay, you can label it y equals to 2x squared minus 9x plus 4 if you want. Next, we have to find the domain and range also. So for the domain, as you can see, it can continue to the left and it can continue to the right, so we call it x, e, r. But for the range, it cannot below negative 6 point berapa tadi? Negative 6.1 ya. So the range will be y greater than or equal to negative 6.1. Okay, because it will continue to the top, but it cannot below negative 6.1 ya. The turning point ya, remember the turning point, not the negative 6. So y will be greater than or equal to negative 1. Okay guys, that is the example. Okay, next is example 2. Draw y equals to negative x squared plus 2x minus 4 for negative 3 less than or equal to x less than 4. Yeah, now the domain is given. The question gives us the domain, so we have to follow it and determine the domain and range. Oh sorry, domain is already there, yeah, so we don't have to determine the domain again. And for this one, I will tell you what is the difference between draw and sketch. Yeah, so I will change this drawing into sketch. Okay, sketch y equals to negative x squared plus 2x minus 4. For sketching, you don't have to do it accurately, so you will draw it faster. Okay, first, what do we have to do? Of course, we have to follow the steps. The first one is y-intercept. Y-intercept means we have to put x equals to 0 into the questions. Y equals to negative 0 squared plus 2 times 0 and then negative 4. I will get y equals to negative 4 ya. Okay, next is x-intercept. Number 2, x-intercept. For x-intercept, y equals to 0, and then I will write 0 equals to negative x squared plus 2x minus 4 ya. Oh, I forget. From this one, I will have 0, negative 4. And then now, for the second step, I have to use factorization. Unluckily, I don't think it can be factorized, so I will have to use general formula ya. General formula is x1, 2 equals to negative b, negative 2 plus minus, sorry, I will write the formula for you. B square minus 4ac over 2a ya. So negative b is negative 2 plus minus square root of negative 2 square is 4 minus 4 times a negative 1 times c negative 4 over 2 times a is negative 1. Okay, next. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so the result will be negative 2 plus minus square root of 4 plus 16 ya, it's 20. Oh, no, 4 minus 16, negative 12 over negative 2. As you can see, square root of negative 12, we cannot calculate it because square root needs to be positive, so we cannot find the x-intercept. If we cannot find the x-intercept, it means there are no x-intercept. There are no x-intercept. Okay, next is number 3. Steps 3 will be turning points. No, axis of symmetry ya. Axis of symmetry. Oh yeah, I forget to show what is axis of symmetry from the last example. Maybe for this one ya. Axis of symmetry, the formula will be x equals to negative b over 2a. So the b will be 2. So x equals to negative 2 over 2 times negative 1. The result will be 1 ya. 1. Okay, x equals to 1. Later I will show you what is axis of symmetry. And then number 4, we have to find the turning points. Turning points is negative b over 2a, comma b square minus 4ac over negative 4a ya. I will rewrite the questions. Y equals to negative x squared plus 2x minus 4. That means a equals to negative 1, b equals to 2, c equals to negative 4 ya. Negative b over 2a we already calculate it. It's 1, this one ya. So I can write 1 for negative b over 2a. For b square it will be 4 minus 4 times negative 1 times negative 4 over negative 4 times negative 1. It will be 1, negative 12 ya. Is that correct? Okay. Over 4. So 1, negative 3. We already got turning points. The next step will be a table, right? But because this one is sketching, so you don't have to create the table. You only have to calculate the value of y for x equals to negative 3 and 4, because this is the edge of the curve. Yeah, so number 5, we don't have to create table. We only have to find the values of x, for y, yeah, when x equals to negative 3. The question is y equals to negative x squared plus 2x minus 4. So it will be y equals to negative in the bracket negative 3 square plus 2 times negative 3 and then minus 4. Y equals to negative 9, negative 6, negative 4, and then y equals to how much? Negative 15, negative 19 ya. And then when x equals to 4 ya, where did I get negative 3 and 4? From the domain ya. Take a look at this. Domain is negative 3 and the domain is 4. Okay. Next, when x equals to 4, it will be y equals to negative x squared plus 2x minus 4, and then y equals to negative 4 squared plus 2 times 4 and then minus 4. Y will be negative 16 plus 8 minus 4. It will be negative 12. Y equals to negative 12. Next, we have to plot all of the points we have ya. Okay, so guys, this is all we have ya. 4, negative 12, negative 3, negative 19, turning point 1, negative 3, y-intercept 0, negative 4. We don't have x-intercept, and then we have axis of symmetry 1 ya. Because it's sketching ya. Because it's sketching, you don't have to use scale, but you can use your feelings. 4, negative 12 is right here maybe. 4, negative 12 ya, and then negative 3, negative 19, negative 3, negative 19 maybe right here, and then 1, negative 3. Tapi seharusnya sih ya pakai scale sih, itu lebih bagus ya. And then 0, negative 4 right here. And then axis of symmetry is x equals to 1. Nah, axis of symmetry x equals to 1 itu you have to draw vertical line at x equals to 1. X equals to 1 is right here, and then you have to draw the vertical line ya. Draw the vertical line, draw the vertical line right there. What is the meaning of axis of symmetry? Axis of symmetry is the mirror of the curve. So it will be reflected perfectly if you try to reflect it ya. So I will try to connect the dot first. If I connect the dot, it will be like this, and then okay, the curve is perfectly smooth. Nah, if you reflect this one, if you reflect this part as x equals to 1 as the mirror, yeah, you will have this one, right? So that is the meaning of axis of symmetry, yeah. It acts like a mirror for the curve, yeah. Next, we have to find the domain and the range. So this one is I will put the number first, negative 3. This one is negative 3, and then this one is negative 12, and then this one is negative 19, this one is 4, and this one is -3 ya. Okay, as you can see, the domain is from -3 until 4, so you can write domain equals to -3 less than or equal to x less than 4. Oh yeah, I forget something. Take a look at the questions. The question want us to draw -3 less than or equal to x less than 4 ya. There are no equal for x equals to 4, so I have to use blank dot right here. Okay, blank dot ya, don't shade the dot. For this one, it will be colored dot. Okay. Next, the range. The range will be, take a look at the lowest values of y. Yeah, the lowest values will be like this one, -19, and the largest values of y is 3. So I can tell that the range will be from 19 less than or equal to y less than or equal to -3. Yeah, that is how to determine domain and range. Okay guys, I think that's it for today. Yeah, today I only teach you how to draw quadratic functions, and then you have to do the exercise. Okay, do the exercise well so you can draw perfectly. Okay guys, see you in my next video. Bye bye.